Welcome to the Big Law Business Report, where big law meets big business. I'm your host, Brian Brown. Joining me again in the studio today is Mr. Daryl Motley, intellectual property attorney. Daryl, thanks for joining me again.
Hi, Brian. Thanks for being here. I think I enjoy being here.
Oh, absolutely. All right. So, Daryl, there's been a lot of talk about in news for a while about IP trolls. Now, I think that's probably not a term that you can use, or maybe it's a term that I can use. So, what are IP trolls? And I guess there's another terminology for non-practicing entities.
Yeah. So, in the world of business and in IP, many business owners have gotten letters and different things from different companies, and they may call them trolls.
Right. Sure.
And the term is typically called non-practice entities, and
sure.
they're organizations that generally have patents, but not necessarily do anything with the patents except try to license them out.
Right, exactly. So I decide that I'm sitting in my basement one day and I come up with this great idea, or at least I think it's a great idea.
Right.
So I go to the Patent and Trade Office, but I never really have any intention of taking that great idea and trying to commercialize it or start a business. I just have this great idea. So hopefully somewhere down the road, someone will come along and who has a similar idea, and now they're in business. I want to come and say, hey, you're violating my patent. Is that kind of how they work? Or?
Well, if you're in your basement, an individual inventor, and you come up with something, and you not many inventors have enough funds to capitalize
sure.
their company, and there are times when when a larger company comes along that
sure.
they would like to have funding to help their product, or maybe they want to sell the patent to the company.
Right.
They're not typically considered non-practice entities because they're more of individuals that just kind of the garage inventor wanting to
right,
do
sure.
well in the world.
Right, sure.
They're more the MPEs are more of a larger corporations,
right.
larger in businesses where their entire business is develop patents and try to get
right.
funds from them potentially.
Right. So the other part of it is I have a company and all we do, we're just in a patent application business. So every day we're thinking about something. Oh, we want a pen that writes in light blue ink versus blue ink, or right. I want to make the windshield wipers go a half a second faster, and that's all we do every day. We're just submitting patent applications and hoping that someone comes along and violates our patent. Is that that's how some NPEs work? Or?
Maybe it's a thing in the industry. It's very hard to define sometimes now.
Sure.
What we say, if typically if you're a business owner,
sure.
and someone gets a letter from some company, there was ads recently with the restaurant industry having ads because Congress was considering statutes to deal with this MPE issue.
Sure.
And it was a business owner said, well, I got a letter from some company.
Right.
I don't know who this is,
Sure.
And so that's sort of that kind of thought process.
Right.
There are many different organizations that don't practice patents, like universities and
sure.
licensing to bring funds in. So it's a very different kind of field. So it's generally the business owner who gets a letter from some company who has no idea where the company is, and they go, what's this about? And they need to call, we suggest they call a patent attorney to kind of give them their various options to deal with those issues.
Gotcha.
And that's kind of where I come in to try to assist those, and I have clients that have had that situation
right.
as well.
So Daryl, hold that thought. We need to go to a quick break, but I want to continue this conversation because I want to get a better idea. Where do I, as the inventor in my garage, or maybe as the business owner that has maybe a couple $100 million worth of funds, where do I start bringing Daryl Motley in the case? So let's hold that thought for a second. We'll be right back.